Hey, this is Rocket Brain Surgeon, and today we're looking at the Type 62. This is the Tier 7 Chinese light tank. It is a premium, so it has enhanced credit earnings. It is a scout tank, so you're going to see higher tiers quite frequently. The tank is characterized by excellent mobility, a little cloaking device. I mean, the camouflage on this tank is just excellent, and what is surprisingly a very good gun. The gun on the tank has 145 penetration. That does not sound like a lot, but the armor-piercing round loses very little penetration over distance, meaning that you're going to be able to penetrate the sides of a lot of tanks very reliably. The premium heat round is reliable but not overly amazing. It's not going to be able to go through the front of Tier 10 heavies or anything, but it will get through some of the tougher targets frontally. For example, aiming at the underside of something like the E75, 150 penetration is just not going to do it, but 220 penetration on a heat round might do it. Personally, I find the credit-making potential of the Type 62 to be excellent. However, that's because I enjoy and I'm very good at light tank play. Data mining sources such as VB Addict report the net income in credits about 10,000 per match. This is on par with other Tier 7 premiums such as the Panther M10 at around 12,000 credits profit per match, and the SU 12244, which has 15,000 credits per match net. However, for myself, I find that the Type 62 makes credits that are about equivalent to my FCM. What really makes the Type 62 shine for me is the variety of roles that it can play. It can play an active scout very well, it can play a passive scout very well. And if you don't need scouting in a particular map, it's also a sufficient damage dealer. The mobility and protection of the tank are just about what you'd expect. Being a light tank, the mobility is excellent across a variety of terrain, and the armor is pretty much non-existent. The hit points at 880 are just enough to survive a large hit from a Tier 10 tank destroyer, but you can't make a ton of mistakes in the match. I took 2 hits in this match. They rolled low. They were both 390 average damage shots that hit me, and that's why I survived. It is easy to think that I would have died there in other games. You'll notice from the gameplay I'm kind of jerking the screen around a bit because I'm relying on the camouflage, and you have to be able to respond very quickly when the enemy sees you. The camouflage is awesome. Even on certain maps like Malinovka, I can just drive out into the middle of the field and be unspotted for quite a while my enemy shoots the opposing team. But once you're spotted, as I am in the situation here, you have to immediately find cover. I make a small mistake and I reverse down a hill, pretending like my armor is going to do anything, but I actually live. In this game I rack up 2k damage and 2k spotting damage. That qualifies for an ace game. It was about 1800 XP on a premium account and just under 100,000 credits, leaving me a net of about 85,000. One of the issues that you'll find when you're using a light tank in an active scouting role is there will be people who want to YOLO you. They're just going to suicide to kill you, even though it's stupid. So I see the IS-6 coming, and now I need to make my escape. I know what he's doing. I know exactly what he's doing and what he wants to have planned for me. But the IS-6 gets tracked, and he'll be killed by artillery shortly. The map is Karelia, and this is Assault, and in my opinion this is one of the best scout maps. By scouting in the D4 ramp, the attackers can see all of the defenders, and the defenders simply can't defend themselves from that many angles. You can't stop people. There's nowhere to hide, so artillery typically dies first, and then everyone else just gets sniped from the hill. Overall, I think the Type 62 is an excellent tank. It is not always available in the gift shop. I won mine in a XP contest, and then it went on sale literally the next day after I won it. But if you enjoy light tanks and you're looking for another premium, I think the Type 62 is the tank for you. Hope you enjoyed. Happy hunting.